Also, apparently, Aldar is launching a brand new villa community in the villa corridor of Dubai. And they didn't actually want to tell me where it is, but I don't need them to tell me where it is. They sent me the name, and I simply used a secret government website and tracked down the location. I don't know if this website is really top secret, but it's definitely government. And I'm going to share some of the resources of how I analyze projects and where I find information about projects that helps me put the right things in front of investors just like you. If you're on here on YouTube researching because you want to know what the perfect next real estate investment is for you, because you've done it before and you want to replicate that blueprint, or if you're simply researching because you haven't done it before and you're not even in the country. I've helped clients from all over the world. I've advised thousands and thousands of people on real estate investment strategies here in Dubai. I'm a broker, so I can get you to that result that you want. There's a link in the description. Book a meeting with me there, or send me a WhatsApp. There's a link for that as well. So you heard me talk about the villa corridor of Dubai, and I needed to show you a visual representation of what that actually looks like. It's in between the 311 and the 611. So what do we find there? We find Arabian Ranches 1, Arabian Ranches 2, Damac Hills, Damac Lagoons, Tilal Gaf. We also have Jumeirah Golf Estate. Motor City also has independent and townhouses. Serene, The Acres, Athlon. Then we've got Arabian Ranches 3 by Emar. Then we have Villa Nova, the Villa, which is an older complex. Haven by Aldar, who we are talking about today. Falcon City, Alberari as well. And then we also have in the middle here Shoba Reserve Villas. So this is ultimately where the highest concentration of townhouses and villas in Dubai can be found. Okay. So what that also looks like for Aldar, they chose this corridor to develop in as well. The plot that you see right in the middle is probably the neatest construction plot that I've seen in a very long time. I drove past this just ironically 3 days ago, and nothing is out of place. So this is the Athlon launch, which was launched a couple of months ago. And Athlon actually launched 2,692 units, which all sold out within 48 hours. That's partly because obviously it's Aldar, and I'll show you who Aldar is if you don't know. And they also had a brand collaboration with Manchester City. Then over to the visual representation from the government website to showcase where Athlon is in sort of margins of where everything else is being found. And also what I found really interesting and very helpful by this website is because when a product does launch, the agents do tell us, and I do tell my clients, you know, a metro station is coming up here, and then I can verify that information with this website. So as we can see by Athlon, just opposite the road, there's one, and there's another one opposite Arabian Ranches. So that is the metro station, the metro line coming up. Furthermore, Haven is also a product by Aldar that launched and sold out extremely quickly, and then subsequently to that they launched Verdes by Haven, which is the apartment building in their community, which also sold out within, I think, a record time. So that's the villa corridor of Dubai and what we have found and where Aldar has developed. They're coming up in this corridor with their third project. While we are here, I wanted to show you a tool that I use for research. Maybe this will be very helpful to you as well. It's called Prop Search. It's not paid, I wish. So if I type in Prop Search and I type in any development or location, it gives me as much information as I really need. So that's the master plan of Athlon, and it also, you know, sort of tells me how many units were launched in this development, what the starting prices were, what the payment plans are, and the estimated handover date for Athlon, which is quite interesting. And then it also gives me additional information about the surrounding areas, maybe the theme of this development. It all dependent on what type of information is out there. So this is very comprehensive. when a product or a community has launched, so it's easy to find all of this sort of information, and then additional pictures and photographs of the villas, and more detailed pictures of the community as well. It's quite interesting. It also gives you a background on Aldar and this development. Anything that has been published will probably be available, and it's quite astonishing to see over 2,600, almost 7,000 units that sell out within 48 hours, and that just shows the incredible demand for townhouses and villas in Dubai, especially at these payment points, 60/40, and a starting price of 2.8 million for 1,900 square foot 3-bedroom townhouses. It's very, very attractive, and investors will do really well. And because this villa corridor is already home to so many residents, the infrastructure for schooling is already there. The accessibility to major roads to get to the major hubs of Dubai is already in place. Subsequently, in addition to, rather, these communities will all introduce shopping centers and schools and hospitals of their own, because the vision of the master urban development plan is to create 15-20 minute cities where everybody is within 15-minute proximity with a bike ride, a walk, or a car ride to everything that you need to live a really good lifestyle. So that's Athlon. If we ask prop search, and I already did for Haven by Aldar, just some background on the first project. Hang on, what's going on? See, this is the thing about doing this live and depending on technology. There we go. Let me just minimize myself here. Haven by Aldar is a beautiful concept introduced by Aldar. This was their first project here in Dubai. Starting prices 2.5 million, 2,428 units. The development will comprise of 3 4-bedroom townhouses and then independent villas as well. The handover is Q3 2027, and then additional information about just the sizes, the prices, and what sort of community this will be. Again, much easier to fill all of that in after the fact. I think this is beautifully depicting what this community is going to look like, because again, with the urban development plan, developers need to make room for bigger green spaces, and this is why prices are increasing by so much, because it's becoming very expensive to deliver and develop townhouse and villa communities. That's why there aren't so many of them, and that's why only the big developers take on these big undertakings, because they have the financial backing to see this through. So just a couple of days ago, I did catch wind of Aldar's next launch in Dubai, and that got me quite excited. Then I reached out to Aldar, and they weren't really willing to give me the information. They were more just focused on the Aldar Experts event, and along with the promotion of that event, they actually sent us through a little breadcrumb or teaser saying Wilds. You can see it on the screen there, Wilds coming soon. And I remember that I saw this name on this website the other day, and now you also have access to this website, and this is where we can see where all the metro lines are, and also the future projects coming to location. So the Wilds is right there. I'm going to zoom in a minute, but just to show you that it is still within the proximity of the villa corridor of Dubai, and it is also very close to Al Barari, which is notoriously well known for its opulence and luxury. When we zoom in slightly, we will be able to see sort of the layout of the Wilds, and I see Wilds 1, Wilds 2, and we do have limited information with regards to what this is going to look like. Like I alluded to earlier, and I know you're all just looking at that and not really listening to me, but the average price per square foot in their first launch was 1,400. The average price per square foot in their second launch was 1,640. In comparison to other like-for-like comparisons in this villa corridor, they were significantly lower priced than any Dubai developer, right, that is worth its salt and has this type of reputation. So we do anticipate these prices to be slightly higher with the next launch, considering that, you know, all of the green spaces that is being depicted in this master plan. I don't see a lot of villas in this community. Wilds 1, Wilds 2, I think it's going to be very limited. I don't think there's going to be enough units for the demand that Dubai is seeing in the villa and townhouse segment of the market. So I don't have much more information for you. This is pretty much it. The wilds, that is what I have. I wanted to just put that breadcrumb out there to let you know that there will be an expression of interest system in place. So if you want more information, we don't have brochures, we don't have renders. You've got the information just as I do have it now. There's a link in the description, or my WhatsApp is in the description of this video, so that you can reach out to me and you tell me that you want to receive information as it becomes available. It would be later today or tomorrow that this information becomes available. So I'll be happy to share that with you and help you and guide you through securing a unit, because it's not the easiest thing to do. Well, I'm your real estate mate, because everybody needs a mate in real estate. I'll see you at the Aldar launch.